All right, let's talk about the Pistons and the Suns. I mean, they had no answer for Kevin Durant. Devin Booker didn't play with a calf strain. What else can we say here? Um, Sasser had a big game. Uh, you know, Isaiah Stewart got cooked utterly by Kevin Durant. Who don't Kevin Durant cook? That boy was out here making a full course meal out here, and when they first edition in the bad boy jerseys, they get spanked. It was really never close. They closed the gap a couple times. They closed the gap a couple times within 10, but the Suns just took off with a lot of their backups was in the game. KD had 41. Um, Eric Gordon had 21. Grayson Allen had 14. Um, you know, I mean, shit, this wasn't even their best lineup. You know, no Bradley Beal ain't played this year. Booker played a little bit. He had a calf strain. Um, you know, and right now the Pistons struggling, coming back down to earth. Ain't like the Suns above 500 neither. Um, and right now, Cage is not getting the offensive help. This is simple as that. A short shot the ball a lot better today. He played well, 4 blocks, 4 assists, 9 rebounds. He had 5 offensive boards. I mean, he was 6 for 14 from the field, about 46%. Jalen Dern, he was solid, but we expected a little bit more from him. But they're gonna ride or die with this lineup right here. Stewart had his hands full guarding Kevin Durant. Durant got the best of him. Who don't he get the best of other than Victor Wembanyama? And off the bench, you got nothing from nobody but Bagley. Look at that. I don't even know. Harris didn't give you nothing in 13 minutes. Bagley gave you 11 and only 2 rebounds. So it's crazy. It was pretty much Sasser. So Ivy was sick. I'm guessing Burks wasn't available neither. So maybe that kind of played a part in them having a strength bench. But there's some adjustments that got to be made to this lineup. As far as turnovers, they had 16. So they finally won the turnover battle. Free throws was good. 3-pointers wasn't too shabby. Shot the ball from the field. They taking a lot more high percentage shots. So, I mean, you really can't complain from that aspect. They taking plenty more high percentage shots. So that I'm not mad about. It's just that offensively, they going with a defensive lineup, but they still giving up too many points. They gave up 2 quarters with 30 plus points, almost 4 quarters with 30 plus points. And you got 3 quarters where you don't score 30. So at some point there has to be a balance between offense and defense. And right now, the starting lineup is defensive heavy. They best scorer consistently, other than Cade Cunningham, is Isaiah Stewart. And statistically, he's probably their second best shooter, other than Cade Cunningham. I really don't have to look to know that fact. So think about that for a minute. Think about that. So once you start boiling all that into the equation, there has to be a balance. And last night it was hard to have that balance when you had so many guys out on your bench. But damn, you sit here, you go out there, you get Joe Harris, and he looked like a shell of himself. They coveted Joe Harris. And maybe I think he has some injuries, and maybe he got to get his feet wet. You come off, you lose Bojanovic early on, you lose Livers early on. Burks, whatever reason happened to him. I mean, yeah, those are valid excuses, but at the same time, you got to find a way to boost your bench. To boost your starting lineup with more shooting and scoring until Bojanovic get back. You're gonna keep losing games, right? You're gonna keep losing games with Killian out there and he can't shoot. Sure, he had a solid shooting game today, but he can't shoot. It's going to take some time. You going out there doing defense, but teams still going out there scoring at will. And I think we all can agree that's an issue. K can be way more efficient than what he was, and he had an efficient game shooting the ball. We cannot deny that. But he could be way more efficient. He could be way more efficient if he has some help in the starting lineup. The turnovers got to come down, but damn, he ain't played ball in quite some time. So, it is what it is, man, but they got to find a way to get them some help offensively in that lineup. But I think their whole thing may be we may just wait till, Bojanovic get back and figure it out from that standpoint of view. And cool, that's what they choose to do. That's what they choose to do. But what if you making a run at the end of the season, you come up a game short, getting into the play-in or getting into the playoffs, and you could have made that adjustment earlier. And I already know they're probably saying that, oh, we don't want to. They probably saying, man, we don't want to. Put a guy like Sasser in the lineup, and then put him back on the bench. And I understand that thinking, but at the end of the day, they professionals. And if he get to roll into a point where you can't put him back on the bench, you got to put Ashur on the bench, or you got to bring Bojanovic on the bench. I think that's a good thing. But they need a boost of shooting and scoring in that lineup, and I think that's something that that kid could provide. He showed yesterday he went crazy. You draft these guys, and they clearly better than some of the guys like Killian in the starting lineup, and you won't play them. And kind of what I got the vibe from Dwayne Casey, and I'm getting the vibe from Monty Williams, and maybe they look at this a tad different than I do, is that the best player isn't playing. But hey, that's just my opinion. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance get notifications. You go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Check out Detroit Pistons post game reaction playlist. Peace.